Welcome everyone to my SH Figuarts MCU Captain America collection. This is of course from the brand Bandai Tamashii Nations, who have created a huge line for their Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course the version of Steve Rogers is one they focused a lot on. And as he is one of the main Avengers, in my opinion, he's probably the most popular and sought after character in the MCU alongside Iron Man. In total, Tamashii Nations did release 7 figures of this version. I do have 6 of them here, so I will discuss the one I'm missing. So let's begin with the list. In at number 6, it is the Captain America Infinity War edition. And for this movie, it was the time when the Avengers had grown so popular that the characters didn't really need to look like what they did in the comics. So they kind of moved away from that look. And that wasn't the problem with this figure, because if you think back, Thor had short hair with the Stormbreaker, Black Widow with the blonde hair, and those figures were pretty good. For this Captain America, of course, he didn't have the helmet, he didn't have the shield, but it was just the face sculpt wasn't the best. I don't think it's as bad as some people are saying it is, but I feel that they could have done a better job in the sculpt, considering we did get a Steve Rogers head sculpt in the previous figure, Civil War. So for this one, they should have done something a bit better in terms of that. And the other thing was that for this figure, you didn't get any of the Wakanda shields, which was also quite important in the movie. Instead, you get the spear. And I just realized that this wasn't the weapon that he first caught in the film. He kind of used this weapon halfway through that fight. It is still movie accurate, but in terms of the overall sculpt, I feel that there is a better version out there, and that is the Mafex version. In at number 5, it is the Captain America Avengers Endgame, and of course this was the original edition, as Tamashii Nations did release another one later on. And one of the reasons why I put this 5th on the list is because I feel it's quite a bland Captain America figure in terms of the accessories and alternate head sculpts. And obviously for Avengers Endgame, we know that Captain America used the Mjolnir, he had the broken shield. But for this one, actually released at the time before the movie came out or during the movies. So a lot of people obviously wanted all the accessories. And I feel that Tamashii Nations kind of released this based on the promo photos. So for this one, it is kind of bland. You don't get that many accessories. And of course, for the alternate head sculpt, it wasn't even a unmasked version. It was just the same head sculpt, but the eyes looking to the side. So that is why I put this quite low in the list. But in terms of the paint and sculpt, it's a decent Captain America figure. In at number 4, it is the Captain America Avengers Age of Ultron edition, and this was in fact the first Captain America that we had for the SH Figuarts. So Bandai Tamashii Nations made this in 2015. It was the first time they dived into other characters outside of Iron Man and War Machine. So for this line in particular, it did kind of have that animated look. It wasn't quite live action accurate to what I preferred. If you think back to the Hulk and Thor figure especially. And for Captain America, I feel that it's one of the better figures in the line, even though it did have that animated style look to it. You can kind of pass this as a comic Captain America if you want, but overall I do like this figure in terms of the paint, the sculpt, just the colors of the suit with the red around the star, and overall especially the alternate head sculpt. The one I'm using now is the fighting mode one, and it's something that we didn't really see in the MCU SH Figuarts figures, so it is a big bonus. I just feel that even though I have 3 more figures better than this in the list, it's certainly a Captain America that's pretty underrated. In at number 3, it is the Captain America Civil War edition, and not only is this one of my favorite Captain America SH Figuarts, it's one of my favorite figures in the MCU collection, simply because they really captured the likeness of Captain America Steve Rogers in this. Of course, he was quite muscular and bulked up in the movies, and I feel that they really captured it in this figure if you look at the shoulder and chest area. And not only that, of course, they had experience in making the Age of Ultron figure, so they improved on a lot of bits in this one. And of course, we have the Steve Rogers head sculpt for the first time, and if you look at the face, I think it's pretty much nailed on, and they've done an excellent job in that. And of course, you can use that head sculpt on different figures as well. So overall, it's a really good figure, and I just like the overall chunkiness of the Captain America. And in at number 2, it is the Captain America Avengers Endgame, the Cap vs. Cap edition. And those of you who remembered in Endgame, of course, the Avengers time travel back to the first 2012 Avengers movie. So hence Captain America wore this armor again. And this is one of my favorite Captain America SH Figuarts because it's really movie accurate to what we saw for both the Avengers and Endgame. And you can really use it for both movies in your display. And of course, Tamashii Nations also released the Avengers Assemble Edition, which I didn't pick up. That's the only one I'm missing for now. And the difference is you do get the battle damaged armor and shield in that figure. You also get the mask head sculpt with the aggressive face, which we didn't get in this version. But in terms of the lightness, the accuracy, and just overall the accessories, this is a really good figure. For example, you get the bouncing effect with the shield, as you can see behind him. And that's the only time you get this in a Captain America Steve Rogers figure. And the other thing is, of course, he has the locket, which I'm using now. And it also included two unmasked head sculpts of Steve Rogers. So overall, it's a great figure, and for now at least, it's second on my list. And in at number one, my favorite Captain America SH Figuarts, it is the Captain America Avengers Endgame Final Battle Edition, which of course was the improved version to the original. And I just feel for Endgame, it was such an iconic moment when Captain America assembled the whole team. And it just really showed the achievements that the MCU did over 11 years. And it's something that probably won't be repeated. And to have this figure, in my opinion, is the ultimate one. And just having different SH Figuarts around it, it really works in your display. And regardless of different lines, I just feel that having this Captain America is super iconic with the Mjolnir and broken shield. And even though you don't have that clean look in the costume, you do get all the other accessories like the alternate head sculpt, the unmasked Steve Rogers face, and of course this aggressive face which I'm using now. And it's something that you don't always see in your SH Figuarts. So overall, this is one of my favorite Captain Americas, and it's certainly one of my favorite figures in the whole MCU collection. So that's my SH Figuarts Captain America collection for the MCU, and once I pick up the Avengers Assemble Edition, I will do another update list. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.